Good morning, folks. As I went there yesterday and bought tickets to Bosnia Herzegovina, I have my SIM card, the Serbian SIM card, and it won't be working when I cross the border. So I basically won't have any internet. And since it's just going to be a day trip, I'm not going to buy any SIM card in Bosnia Herzegovina neither. But that's going to be fine. I downloaded the Google Map offline version in Bijeljina. Hello, sorry. I'm going to this place here on 23. Yes, where is 23?
You enter here,
yeah.
You will see left. You see 23.
Ah, it's 23, alright. Thank you. Alright. Alright, so I see the bus here. So what just happened was that the ticket guard asked me for a coin that the ticket office gave me yesterday. I managed to lose the coin for some reason, but the ticket guy was pretty nice. He said, since I bought it yesterday, I probably lost it. The thing is, I don't remember that I ever had the coin that they gave me, so I'm actually not sure what he talked about. But just be aware of that. If you buy a ticket in the ticket office, take care of the coin that they give you, because I probably lost it somewhere, and the ticket guy was just nice to me. So just be aware of that. So for that, I'm gonna enter the bus now, and this bus here. Jump into this bus, and there's a toilet here, which is pretty nice. And a comfy seat. Then I'm basically on my way to Bijeljina in Bosnia Herzegovina, or more precisely, the Republic of Srbska. Alright, we arrived. I finally arrived to Bosnia Herzegovina, and I am now in Bijeljina city, basically. And this is the first glimpse of this interesting small town in this very splitted land. So I just had to ask the bus driver when the bus is going back to Serbia, and she said that there is one bus I can take at 6 o'clock tonight, and I'll be in Serbia, in Belgrade, at around 8:30 or something, 2.5 hours, which is approximately the same time I took to get there. The flags of Bosnia and Srpska Republic, and another flag that I don't recognize. The main square here, you can see, as all landmarks, have Bijeljina, like I love the city landmark, etc. So let's check how they make coffee in Bosnia Herzegovina. Pretty strong. I asked for Americano, but I think they combined the espresso with quite little water, so it became much stronger than normal, but at least it gives a high caffeine boost. Alright, I just finished my coffee in Cafe that you can see straight ahead. It was pretty good, pretty strong coffee. And I found this market here that looks like a very local market, so let's try to explore. It's pretty much similar to whichever other market local market I've been to. So I finally found a place where they sell rakia, and I'm gonna try it now for the first time. Let's see. It's here or thanks. Plum rakia. So they say they sell various kinds of rakia. Plum is the most domestically exported rakia. That's what he told me, the waiter. A fruity version of brandy, I'd say. Pretty good, not difficult to drink at all. I feel it's not strong at all, but I heard rakia is some kind of a trap. If you drink, if you start a bottle on a party, you will have difficulties to actually stop drinking it. That's what they say, and I can really understand why, because it's very simple to drink it. It's a strong smell, but it's very fruity flavor. It has a bit of bitterness, but very little, I would say. So I could shot this glass without any problem, and I could easily have another one. But let's stay professional. I just wanted to try rakia because it's the first time for me to try it in ever, basically. And since I've been to the Balkan and the ex-Yugoslav countries for quite a while now, visiting 5 different countries, I felt it was very necessary to try rakia, and here we go, basically. I'm gonna enjoy this, and finally could, on our last day in both Serbia and Bosnia Herzegovina. Tomorrow we go back to Norway. Finally I could try rakia, the drink that reunites old wounds, they say. Alright, officially finished my shot of rakia and coffee, and I paid an insanely cheap price for that. So I paid 3 Bosnian, the currency here, 3 Bosnian currency in euro. It's the same as 1.53 US dollar. It's 1.69, which is extremely cheap for a shot of local brandy or rakia. If you try anywhere in North or western part of Europe, you will pay 10 times more just for one shot. So that was such a cheap price. And also I had a coffee as well, just to get another energy boost, because the rakia makes you a bit sleepy if you haven't eaten too much during the daytime. So I have approximately 2 hours, no, 2.5 hours until I need to be at the bus station, because you should meet up at least half an hour before it departs. So, as I said, it's not much to see in the city, except for just being in the environment. So now I'm going to a church, which is one of the landmarks there. It's called Sabirni Hram Radjenja Presvete Bogorodice. Sabirni means cathedral in Russian. Sabirni Hram means cathedral in Russian. And since we're now in Bosnia Herzegovina, the country with such a split when it comes to multiculturalism, ethnicity, race, nationality, and that kind of background, it's very important to actually see the landmarks that we are seeing here. So let's see if we can go in. So basically, this is how mosques in this part of Bosnia Herzegovina looks like. Looks pretty simple with the minaret, and so they don't seem to have any of this round, I forgot the English name, these round roofs that represent Islam with a Islamic half moon symbol on top. But it's probably because it's a small mosque. So yeah, that was basically just to show you guys how the mosque in this country, or this part of the country, look in the Serbian part of Bosnia Herzegovina. Anyway, we have another mosque here, which also looks quite pretty. So, as expected, it's a very cash-based society in Bosnia, and especially on the countryside. So I couldn't resist, or basically I was forced to withdraw some money in order to eat. So I withdrew 10 Bosnian km, which is approximately €5, and I am planning to buy some this fast food here, because I tried Zevapi yesterday, which was pretty good. Can I sit there?
Oh, yeah, yes, yes.
Perfect, thank you.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Shall I pay now or later? Or
7.
7. All right.
7. Nine. Coca-Cola and Jalapeno 9.
9. Okay. Thank you so much.
10 minutes.
Sure. Alright, I got my food here and I ordered sevapi, which is Bosnian kebab. I tried the Serbian version yesterday, but they say that the real version is from Bosnia Herzegovina. And this is basically how it looks like. It's pretty much similar to the one we saw in a previous video. You have these meat rolls that are wrapped inside this pita bread, and you have the lettuce, the onion, and the tomato here. Let's try the sevapi style. The meat roll, and as expected, very delicious. So what just happened was that I was planning to buy just a simple magnet, because I love buying magnets from each city or country that I visit. And the one I found in Bijeljina looks very simple, like this stone formation and a picture of the main sculpture inside. And then this guy, he managed to trick me to buy his honey, which is an antibiotic that you put in your tea. And he's told me that Bosnia generally is very famous to produce honey due to the climate here. But in the later years, it has dropped due to the global warming that we're all facing. So that was an interesting experience. I managed to buy a bit more than expected, but like in all city, it's a cool souvenir to bring back home, and it's less than 10 milliliter, which means it suits perfectly in my backpack. So for now, I'm on my way to the bus station. I went into the bus station here, and the bus departs as planned at 6 o'clock, which is in approximately 45 minutes. When you enter, you need to book a seat. Actually, there is no way out of it, and I didn't have any mark left for Bosnian currency, so I had to use, luckily they accepted Serbian dinar, and it costed 1 mark, which is approximately, I don't know, 100 Serbian dinar. It's not much, like 0.3 euro or something like that. Seems like I am going back to Belgrade now. My bus finally arrived. gonna be a shuttle bus basically to Beograd. Finally finished the bus ride. It went much faster this time, so it took around 2 hours and 20 minutes approximately. So back in Beograd finally. Tomorrow we are going back to Norway, so we will just use a couple of hours to explore the rest of Beograd, the places we haven't been able to explore so far. I also tried kafana. Finally I found out what kafana was, and it's basically like a cafe that serves coffee, sweets, and typical tradition with kafana is that the locals here buy coffee, sweet, and finish up with a rakia. It's very cool interacting with locals. I met some locals. They spoke pretty good English, and I felt they were quite helpful. It's also the kind of hospitality that I met in Serbia. I've never had any problems so far during my 5 days here in Serbia. And I'll make more travel content soon again.